Hey, what's up guys, my name is Zay. I'd like to welcome you back to this video series on creating your very first game ready asset. In this video, we're going to start the texturing process. So with that being said, let's jump straight into this video and get started. So I'm going to jump over to our my Photoshop file here. I have the UV map still in a separate file, which is exactly what I want. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and tackle this piece here. This is the most complex piece of the entire texture. So we're going to start off by recreating this. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to press Ctrl C, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the UV map, and it is the bottom section. I'm going to press Ctrl V, and I'm going to go ahead and place this in here. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using this as a guide. It may be slightly different to what this piece actually looks like, but we can go ahead and make this as close as possible. So all I'm doing here is I'm just going to scale this up, and as I said, because we didn't get the exact proportions, it may be a little off, but that's okay. So let's move this into around the position that we know our I guess our controls are going to be. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and choose File, Save As, and I'm going to go ahead and choose Tagger, and I'm going to call this Diffuse, and I'm going to go ahead and press M, and then with the material with our normal map, I'm going to go ahead and choose Bitmap, and I'm going to go ahead and select this Diffuse, and I'm going to go ahead and assign this. Now what I'm doing here is I'm looking to see if this is around the same position that our dials are, and it looks to me as if it is, so this is pretty good. So what we need to do now is we need to go ahead and upscale this entire thing. So jumping back over here, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and press the I key, and I'm going to go ahead and select one of these brown colors. So let's try and find like a nice neutral brown here. I think this one is going to be pretty good. And underneath this, let's create a new layer. I'm going to call this, I don't know what we call this today, interface. And I'm going to go ahead and scale this like so. And I'm going to go and do something like this. Now what this does, this leaves room for us to go ahead and place in here some of our own logos and things like that if we'd like. So let's go ahead and keep building this. So let's just go ahead and press Ctrl T. Let's scale this just a little. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and press the I key, and I'm going to go ahead and set these lines, and I'm going to press B. And I want to make sure that this is something like this, and maybe 5 pixels might be pretty good, I think. Yeah. Okay, so once we got that, I am going to now go ahead and create a layer above this and call this lines. And I'm just going to start drawing these lines in like so. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go all the way across. So I'm going to go just like this, and I'm just going to freehand some of these, and then we're going to go ahead back and start to delete some of these, and so on and so forth. So this is basically how we're going to upscale all of this. The nice thing about this is that this is symmetrical. So we can just copy and paste a lot of this to the other side. And you can see here that we're not getting exact scale between these pieces. I mean, this is just because the reference is slightly off here. But that's okay. It should add to the overall look and feel of what we're creating here. So that's not a problem. So you just want to keep going. Okay, and we can deal with this piece last. So once we've done that, let's go ahead and select all of these and press delete. And let's go ahead and select all of these. And I'm also going to go ahead and press delete. And then I'm going to go select all these again. And then I press Control T so we can scale this out to the edge. So what we get is when we turn this off, we're just basically recreating this texture here. So if I go ahead and choose File, Save As, go ahead and choose Tagger and choose Diffuse, you can see that basically what we're doing here is just replacing this this entire piece here. So with that being said, let's continue in doing this. So let's go over here. Let's press B to bring up our brush again. And let's continue here. Now it looks like all this is all the same color. So all we need to do here is go all the way across. And something like this. And like this. And I'm actually going to undo this. I'm going to scale this down to maybe like 3. So we have something a little different here on the bottom. So I guess it kind of better matches the scale of what we're doing here. Let's push this down. Okay, and then here we can just go all the way across over here. And I'm gonna bring this over here. And I'm gonna do something like this. Okay, now with this piece, I'm gonna go ahead and select all this, press Control C and then Control V, and go to Edit, Transform, and Horizontal. Yeah, Horizontal. So let's go ahead and Edit, Transform, Horizontal. Okay, so now we can go ahead and move this into the correct position over here, like so. And merge this. And then let's go ahead and press Control T. Scale this like so. And let's just start fixing some of these issues over here. Just gonna fix this just like so. All right, now we can go ahead and delete this. And then hopefully we can go over here and delete this side. And let's just scale this out a little, like so. And let's go ahead and take these. Oops, looks like this one. And scale this to the edge. There we go. And we're just making these a little thicker. All right, so that's that piece done. And we could also go ahead and Control C and Control V this. And let edit transform. Actually, we don't need to transform these because they're just lines. So we're just going to move these along the correct axis. So something like this. All right, so let's see what's next. So next, let's turn this back on. Let's create these, I guess these squares here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to create a new layer and go to Edit, Stroke, and maybe 8 for this one. Might be pretty good. Move back to Stroke, move back down to 5. Okay, so 5 is ideal. Let's duplicate this and move this down. And let's duplicate this one, move this down, and again, let's move this one. Oh, like this one is already complete. So it's okay. So let's select these and merge layers. Let's call this details for now. All right, so we have these lines and they look pretty good. Now, okay, so we have this piece right here. So let's go ahead and again create a new layer. Let's try the same thing here. So let's go ahead and select this. Do something like this. Now, in this case, I'm going to go to Select, Modify, and let's see. Let's smooth this by maybe 5 pixels, maybe a little more. Select, Modify, Smooth, maybe 10 pixels, which should round this off right like so. And then we can go to Edit, Stroke, and have that 5 back on top here. And then, okay, so this looks pretty good. Maybe we can move this up a little. I don't know. Okay, it's okay. That's fine. Okay, so once we got that, actually, let's make a copy of this one. Oops, let's go ahead and make a copy of this. Bring this down here and let's do the same thing. Let's push this down 1 and 2. Okay, and then press B. Let's do 5. Okay, let's redo this. Remove this and B. All right, so I think it's about time we look at saving this. So let's go File, Save, and let's go ahead and choose Diffuse and press OK. And let's go ahead and bring this over. So you can see here that what we're slowly doing is building up that low resolution texture into this high resolution texture. And yeah, I think we're going to add a few more pieces to this. And then we're probably going to stop this video and then continue the next one. So let's just jump back over to Photoshop and let's see, what shall we add? So I think next time we can add the these the letters and numbers. I think what I'm gonna do is let's see. We can go ahead and add these musical notes also next time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like GameDevMan or something, like the YouTube channel. And I'm going to rotate this and scale this down. Because I don't actually want to be using the actual brand here. I just want this to be based off this brand. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a selection around this. And turn this on. And let's just go ahead and delete this. And then merge the layers. So I guess you should rasterize the type and then merge these layers and remove this. So this is going to put this logo here, which I don't really like. I mean, I like the fact that there's going to be a logo here, but I don't like this particular design. So that's okay. We can figure out something else to place here, a different a different logo for me. And I also noticed that there is this here that could probably also need deleting. Okay, so we can add this switch thing here, this whatever it says table. Okay, so I'm going to press B, and I'm just going to join these lines up in this case. It's just going to be a little easier to deal with. And going ahead and creating an entire new piece. Bring this across. All right. And let's details. And let's see. I think we're going to do this one like game. Just put game here. Should be pretty good. So it's quite close, but it's not actually 100% the same here. So just going to scale this up slightly. Right, so I think this is going to be pretty good for now. We just sort of lose the logo here and just put something else. So I think for now what we're going to do is I'm going to end this video right here, and in this video we'll look at adding the numbers and some of those other details. So until then, I'd like to thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye for now.